I mean, we might as well go through these first, though. Representation in court. We already have the representation papers and other documents we need. All we have to do is hand them to the court clerk. That is, if you'll allow me to represent you in court tomorrow. Nah, don't bother. Ginny? Rip 'em up and chuck 'em, would ya? Them representation papers, or whatever they're called. This cell ain't fancy enough to have a bin. So, what will you do in court tomorrow? I'll be fine on my own. I don't think you will be. Look, it don't matter. What's gonna happen is gonna happen. This is one stubborn pickpocket. Looks like it's evidence time. Take that! We found this in Mr. Windibank's storeroom. A manuscript of Iris's latest story. Ah! Oh, right. Well, that's good then. Curiously, the storeroom at Windibank's showed no sign of being ransacked for items of value or the like. With one exception. The box file that housed this manuscript. It was you, wasn't it, Gina, who broke open the box containing this manuscript last night? Eh? You were determined to find out whether or not the Hound of the Baskervilles was really there. That's the real reason you broke into the storeroom last night, isn't it? Oh! Why don't you tell us what happened, please? Hat on face. Alright, yeah, this Baskerville story is the latest in latest Sholmes adventure, right? But it ain't been printed yet. So I figured it's gotta be worth a fair few pieces of silver, right? Oh yes, at least 5,000 pounds. What? So you intended to sell Iris's manuscript, did you? No, Shinny, how could you? What? Wait, no, hang on! Of course I wasn't gonna sell it. All I wanted was to go find out if the manuscript, or whatever you call it, really was there or not. That's the only reason I was in the place. For Iris's sake, wasn't that right? We knew why you'd done it from the start, Gina. Of course we did. Oh. But I knew you wouldn't do anything mean like that, Ginny. I just knew it. Well, when I saw the manuscript in the storeroom, it reminded me of what you'd said the night before. Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believe me. Barefaced liars, the lot of them. You just ain't realized it yet. I'm telling you, that manuscript ain't at Windibank's. You'd soon see it if you had a look. If I'm honest, I have wondered if Hurley's telling me the truth sometimes. I mean that sometimes I wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript somewhere I don't know. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him. Oh, Ginny, that was so sweet of you. Alright. I'll tell you why I did it. Just stop looking at me like that, Iris. Say it. Reveal the truth. It weren't because of Iris. That's not why I did it. I just wanted to know the truth, that's all. You're certainly in the right game series. You wanted to know if Mr. Sholmes was being honest, if he'd really deposited the manuscript at Windibank's. It's like I told you the night before. I never had a father. But Iris's lot ain't like mine. She's got a dad, only she can't see him. And I reckon that's gotta be harder. That's why she writes her stories. They're about her dad, really. I That's what it sounded like to me, anyway. Last night, when I was listening to you lot, to what you lot was saying, I don't know where I got the word lot. That's, I mean, just adding words. My brain does this. I don't understand. Stories about Daddy? You mean they're not the adventures of a great detective, so much as the adventures of a great detective and his trusty partner? Well, that's how I see it, yeah. You're so thoughtful and so kind, Ginny. Yes, and we never thought any differently, did we? Look, give it a rest, will ya? I hate all this chummy nonsense. Do you hear? I hate it. I don't trust no one, right? That's how I work. Because if you don't trust no one can let you down. Oh, God, that's too real. That's too real. Have no expectations, and you will not be disappointed. So leave me alone. Go on, Scarpa. It's too real. It's too real. I hadn't noticed until now, but it's unmistakable. Right there on both sleeves of that overcoat. There's some very suspicious red stains. Oh dear. What? Why are you looking at me like that? I think it might be worth presenting some of our other findings in that area to Gina now. Ooh. Whose blood is it? I guess it'd be this, right? Take that. Those stains on the sleeves of your new coat, Gina. They're blood, aren't they? Not that I know whose blood yet. What? But blood, Mr. Naruhodo? You don't appear to have any obvious wounds yourself, though. So could it be blood that splattered from Mr. Windibank when he was shot last night? Let's not beat around the bush here. This trusty friend of mine will get results much faster than anything else. Take it easy, Iris. Ooh. Don't move, Jenny. I'm going to shoot. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh my. That's the 2 months ago victim guy, Mason. I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? If this is the coat that why can't I remember anyone's name? McGilded. If this is the coat Mr. McGilded was wearing when he killed that guy, or not, we don't know yet. It makes sense that he'd have that blood. On it. What the? Forget the sleeves. The whole coat is covered in blood. Of course. The black color of the fabric was masking the stains. That's why we haven't seen them until now. And the blood has reacted with a chemical to turn a purple color. I like how basically Iris just invented luminol, conveniently. But like, a special kind of luminol. More specific luminol. Which matches one of the samples we've already collected perfectly. Yes, now let's see, who had the purple blood? Aha, yes, it was the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, the victim of the murder case 2 months ago. I knew it. What are you all on about? The victim? What do you mean? It's a rather uncomfortable situation, Mr. Naruhodo, but I think this makes things quite clear. It means the omnibus case is finally solved. The truth about who really murdered the brickmaker. Why can't I talk today? Fuck. The brickmaker, Mr. Mason, is revealed. Oi, would someone explain what's going on? Stop telling half a story. The truth of the omnibus case. We can can see now that the victim's blood is all over Mr. McGilded's overcoat. But in the trial 2 months ago, the defendant said this in his testimony. Now I ask yous, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fellow bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I'd reached out to give the man a hand. But if you look at this overcoat now, it's clear. These stains couldn't have arisen from from McGilded trying to pull the victim to his feet. No, if that's what had really happened, the blood wouldn't have splashed all over the front of the coat. The only explanation for this pattern of blood is that it splattered over McGilded's coat when he stabbed the victim in the stomach. I've tried to run from the truth for long enough, but there's no escaping it now. The true culprit in that case, Mr. Mason's killer, was Magnus McGilded. Mr. Naruhodo, that horrible case is solved at last, and I helped the man walk free from that trial. I used all that twisted testimony and all that sham evidence to prove his innocence. How could I have let that happen? Bruno, did you believe him, though? Did you believe Mr. McGilded was innocent? I believed, or rather, I think I was trying to believe. I wanted to. Because believing in those you represent in court is a defense lawyer's greatest weapon. A weapon? Before we came to Great Britain, a great friend of mine taught me a valuable lesson. You mean Kazuma-sama? Listen, Ryunosuke, it's been so long since I've got to do a voice for... saying I'm doing a voice is a bit generous. Listen, Ryunosuke. We lawyers are only human. We can't know for sure what is the truth and what is a lie. Which is why we must resort to our primary weapon. An unwavering belief in our clients. That's all we really have. Unwavering belief? Only when we truly believe what our clients tell us can we fight with everything we have for their cause. In any battle, there can be no victory without faith. Him in his ever-flowing headband. So I believe you, unwaveringly. What's funny, Gina? Course, sounds like in this empire Japan you come from, everyone must be soft. Well, come on, look at the mess it's got you into, believing in that bog trotter. Bog trotter. Yes, I inadvertently helped a murderer walk free. Well, at least you learnt your lesson now, eh? Believing in people's never worth it. Someone always stabs you in the back in the end. As soon as you let your guard down, you've had it. Take a leaf out of my book. Believe no one, get hurt by no one. It's too real, dude. I can't. Gina, may I ask you something? What? I'd just like to make absolutely sure. What would you like us to do with these representation papers for tomorrow's trial? How many times do I have to say it? Rip them up and chuck them away. Are you really sure that's what you want? I bet that's what you want and all now, Mr. I'm a believer lawyer over there. Don't forget it was me in that trial 2 months ago. I let everyone up the garden path, didn't I? And you're telling me you can believe in me after that? Not likely. My accent is falling apart. As if it was ever together in the first place. It's not good. It's not good. Well, Mr. Naruhodo? A lawyer's primary weapon is an unwavering belief in his clients. Ultimately, it comes down to whether or not I feel I can trust Gina after everything that's happened. I'm gonna be honest, I trust her. I do. Gina, let me say it again. Please allow me to represent you in tomorrow's trial. Eh? Are you half-baked? Not at all. You've not once admitted to committing the crime, have you? What's more, I believe that you're telling me the truth. Seriously, Mr. Naruhodo? Didn't you hear all what I said before? I'm a born liar. Fibs just trip off me tongue. And I'm a diver, don't forget. I pulled the wool over your eyes 2 months ago and got you into all sorts of trouble. Why would you ever trust me now? I just don't get it. Gina, I do understand why you choose not to put your trust in others. But I assure you, there is more to this life than you yet realize. What you mean? The world we live in is full of people you would do very well to trust. People who won't ever let you down. Eh? It's true that I'm just a student of law, and I'm certainly lacking in courtroom experience. But I can promise you this. Whatever happens, and until my very last breath, I am completely on your side. Man, I feel like that rush of like, oh. What do you expect me to say to that? Oh. Then it's decided. I will take these papers now and carry out the necessary preparations for tomorrow's trial. I would be ashamed to throw them away now, after it's been penned with your name so beautifully. Do what you like. You Eastern Lauder... I don't know what you are. I don't get you. Gina's taken herself off to the back of her cell. She'd never admit it, but I hope she's feeling relieved. That turned out all right in the end, I think. Official lawyering. Whoever's hiding there, what? Show yourself at once. Eavesdropping is the height of cowardice. Is it me? Oh God, are they breaking the fourth wall? How many games are gonna do that? Susato, please don't hurt me. Miss Susato? Somebody is there in the shadows. I can sense it. Somebody who wasn't there before. Damn. Her perception stat is off the charts. What? Please tell me it's Eggert. Eggert Benedict. Please tell me it's Eggert Benedict. Blimey, you're sharp, eh? What voice am I doing? Oh, this guy, yeah. Okay, Gregson. I suppose you were just using one of those mystic Japanese arts, like the art of stealth I've heard so much about. If anyone was being stealthy, it was you, Inspector. Gregsy! Oh, dear me. I am most terribly sorry, your ladyship. I didn't mean to startle you. How long have you been listening into our conversation? Good grief, listening in? No. I just got word that there were some visitors who were refusing to leave, even though it was after hours. I assure you, your ladyship, I only just arrived. This very minute, not a moment earlier. That's all it is. Nothing untoward, nothing at all. After hours? Is it that late already? So then, I'll humbly excuse myself for now, your ladyship. Ta-ta, toodaloo, cheerio, all the best, bye, and bye. That's a lot of farewells, and not one of them appropriate for her ladyship. Oh, but I wanted to have a chat. I'm terribly sorry, but time is pressing at the minute. Oh, I see. That's a shame. If I don't get this emergency at the Supreme Court dealt with sharpish, Lord Strongheart will, well... Emergency? Lord Strongheart? Nothing. Forget I said anything. Anyway, I'm off. Alright, Gregsy, if you have to. But let's chat soon. Delighted, charmed, can't wait. If you please, my pleasure. That's a lot of pleasantries, and not one of them sounded sincere. Oh my god, this guy. Gregsy's so funny. He says such silly things. It's certainly entertaining to see an inspector of the police fawning to a 10-year-old girl. But anyway, I wonder what this emergency is at the Supreme Court. I must attend the court clerk's office now before it closes. Yes, of course. Thank you, Miss Susato. Kindly escort Iris home now, Mr. Naruhodo. I shall meet you there later. And so our investigations came to an end. Investigation. Just one, not plural. I don't know why I made it plural. Came to an end. Susato-san went to file the necessary papers for my defense of Gina the following day. And then it hit me. I could no longer suppress the wretched feeling that had been gnawing away at my insides. Tomorrow, Susato-san would be leaving Britain, and I totally forgot about that! Wow, I actually forgot about that. Leaving Britain and making her way back to Japan. Damn. 16th April, 1:13 p.m., Naruhodo's Legal Consultancy. Naruhodo-san, it's been a very trying day, hasn't it? I do hope you're not too exhausted. What about you, Susato-san? Today has been even more trying for you, I'm sure. Mr. Sholmes was shot before our eyes. Gina was arrested. All on the back of the news that her father had fallen ill and that she must return to Japan at once. I hope your father recovers soon. Thank you for your kind words. I wonder why it is that so many thoughts rage in my head like a storm, and yet I seem unable to find the words to express any of them. I know exactly what you mean. Anyway, I have one final task to complete as your judicial assistant. Once that is done, I shall make preparations for my departure tomorrow. One final task? Back to Japan. It's just 2 months since we arrived in London. But we've managed to establish this office. It was finally feeling as though we were settling in. I would be lying if I said I felt no regret. I'm so sorry, Susato-san. It's just so sudden. I really don't know what to think. I've had no time to gather my thoughts. I know we've only been here a short time, but in my limited experience of the courtroom, I feel I learned something. And what would that be? It seems to me that there are many facets to people's personalities. Facets? And like a jewel, the light plays off them in complex patterns, illuminating their actions and their motives. But we see only a small number of the total facets, and what is illuminated is only a part of the whole story. What lies in the shadows? What do those facets we cannot see look like? Perhaps there are some parts we'll never lay eyes on for as long as we live. That's so true. Sometimes I feel as though I'm blind to so much. But I keep hoping that one day it will all become clear. That all of the facets will be illuminated, and I'll finally understand how everything fits together. Naruhodo-san, I suppose what matters is that we keep our eyes open and keep moving forward, even if the way sometimes seems dark. It's amazing to think it's been just 2 months. You've grown so much. Oh. Sorry? I've what? Oh no, it was nothing. Unimportant. Tomorrow's departure. Man, this is kind of brutal, I'm not gonna lie. Do you know what time you'll leave London in the morning? Yes, I picked up my ticket earlier. I shall be leaving here at 4 a.m. I see. Well, I'll escort you to the station. Absolutely not. Sorry? I'm sure you realize why I couldn't possibly let you do that. You have a very important day ahead of you tomorrow. Gina's trial. Yes, I know, but every word you utter will have the potential to determine Gina's fate. You must get as much rest as possible, even though, like me, I'm sure you will find it hard to sleep. But please, for me, do try. One final task. You mentioned one final task a moment ago. What did you mean? Oh my, I nearly forgot. Please, I want you to have this. What is that? Some huge bundle of documents? Yeah, is that the book she's been like referencing like in every trial so far? She just like checks the book. It's my notes from the case 2 months ago. Oh, never mind. It's just literally just her notes from that one case. Damn. The murder that was committed on the omnibus. The McGilded case. It seems to me that this case of Mr. Windibank's murder, of which Gina is accused, is very much tied up with that omnibus case, in ways that are not yet completely apparent. So I took the liberty of consolidating my writings about that case for you. With everything else she's had to think about, Susato-san still managed to do this, and all neatly laid out for me in her beautiful handwriting. Damn, she's good. It was my pleasure. I can only hope that it will bolster your case for tomorrow for Gina. Thank you so much, Susato-san. I'll do my best to use it wisely. You really are the best judicial assistant in the world. Oh. Well, that's extremely flattering. But I'm sorry to say that I've been a complete failure. Oh. Sorry, I didn't quite catch what you said there. Oh, ignore me. I was just mumbling to myself. Gilded case notes have been entered into the court record. Well, it's getting rather late. I think you should go to bed now, Naruhodo-san. I must finish packing up my things in my room. Susato-san, I wish you the very best of luck tomorrow. Good night. Oh, wait! There's something I need to say. Hiya! No! We've been takedowned. What was that? A secret technique of mine. The Susato shutdown. Yo, the Susato shutdown. You're done. Shutdown. Shutdown? Please, I implore you. If we have to voice our goodbyes, I won't be able to hold back my tears. Oh, stop. Susato-san. It truly had been a trying day. On our feet for hours, getting Gina to open up to us, and learning the truth about that nemesis of a case. Physically and mentally, I was exhausted, and yet the idea of sleep seemed impossible. But I forced myself to close my eyes. And as a cacophony of scenes of our lives here in London played through my mind, eventually, my fatigue triumphed, and I fell into a deep sleep. Damn, this isn't even like the end. Like, there's still a whole case to do, but what a sadness. The small, not even a time, just the small hours. 17th April, the small hours. St. Sinners Hospital, Ward 3. Is that my boy Sholmes? Yes, I quite understand. That is a great weight off my mind. I assume it's him, so I'm doing the voice, but if I'm wrong, I'm going to be very embarrassed. It is him. Okay, cool. Rest assured, I shall put everything in place exactly as we have discussed. Thank you so much. It has been an honor and a pleasure to be acquainted. Oh, no, this is someone else. An honor and a... Well, they're probably British, too. Honor and a pleasure to be acquainted with you, Mr. Sholmes. On the contrary, the pleasure has been mine. Who is this? I bid you farewell, and Godspeed. My dear madam, she's saying bye to Sholmes. It was her. I like how I was like, she's probably, whoever he's talking to is probably British too. Literally just wrong. Literally just incorrect. Like it was a good bet, but it did not pan out. Damn, that's fucking brutal. No, Susato, don't go. Well, it seems like a perfect timing as usual. Like aside from the last stream where it was like two to be continued and it was like an hour each, the timing on these is usually pretty good for like my usual stream length. So yeah, the time has come, and I am going to go now. I shall be back on Friday with more Deltarune. I should be back on Monday, the Monday after that, with more Kingdom Shards. And in 1 week's time, there shall be more of this one. Until then, until that glorious day, I guess I'm referring to the Friday, because that's the next one. I'm so good at this. Bye!